Today in the meditation of thoughts and feelings, that the substance versus the, forgetting the word, the content, thank you very much. The content versus the substance of feelings and thoughts, that made quite an impression on me. And I was realizing just how conceptually I've grown to live, and I don't like that. I can't just have thoughts and feelings, and I'll have a thought, and then some thought will come in, oh, if you were a better person, you wouldn't think that, and then, that leads to the whole thing. Or have a feeling, and then a thought comes in, oh, if you were stronger, you wouldn't have a feeling like that. And, so I have one thought, one feeling, and I'm gone, on some bad journey. Somehow. And then in traditions I've been connected to, that then is described in terms of ego, the functioning of the ego. And yet, when I was just sitting following your guidance this afternoon, I didn't really see any place for ego.
Michael, you might have noticed that we don't talk very much about the ego. Have I mentioned the ego once this week? I
think you used the word just once.
I may have used it once.
Yeah, and I was curious about that. It's wonderful to me.
We don't talk about the ego here. Why talk about something that is not real? Why not talk about what is real? Why not talk about who we really are, not who we are not? It just emphasizes it. So we don't talk about the ego here. That occasionally we might reference it in the but why go there? Why not go to what we are?
Yeah.
And emphasize that and explore that and magnify that and share that and rather than always exploring and analyzing and trying to get rid of what we are not. An illusory self that has arisen or seems to have arisen simply because we don't see who we really are clearly. Why not see who we really are clearly, and then see if there is an ego to be investigated, to be explored? And now, that doesn't mean to say that as a result of this self-exploration and self-recognition, that the residues of our old egoic thinking and feeling and acting and relating will not remain. I'm not suggesting that one should completely ignore it. This is the criticism that is sometimes given of the direct path, that it's a spiritual bypass. Well, it is a spiritual bypass on the way back to our true nature. That is, we bypass our thoughts, feelings, sensations, perceptions. We go directly to ourself. But having recognized the nature of ourself, we then turn around again and we face the content of our experience, which we bypassed on the way back to ourself, the thoughts, feelings, and so on. But after this self-recognition, or as this self-recognition is stabilizing in us, we do turn back towards the thoughts and feelings, and we try to realign them with this new recognition of ourselves. So that thoughts, feelings, actions, and behavior tend to lag behind our self-recognition. In other words, one can have truly recognized one's true nature, may not be totally established there all the time, but have a good, genuine recognition of one's true nature and be established as that much of the time, but there can still be old thoughts and old habits of thinking and feeling, and as a result, acting and relating, that have not yet been upgraded, that are still running on the old operating system and need to be upgraded. And that takes time. In fact, it takes forever. It never comes to an end.
I'm so thankful to hear you say that. I can just feel my whole body relaxing. By focusing on I am, all of a sudden it just dropped away. Like I don't need to think about this thing called ego. It's almost like reifying something that's not really there, but gets built up into this enemy that drains your energy and these other things. It's just wow.
Yeah.
Why go there?
Yeah.
And then the residual feeling was if to look at the content, but see the substance isn't there of even the most awful thoughts and feelings, as soon as I look at the substancelessness of it, what a relief.
Yes, exactly.
And then I had the weirdest thought. It's like, I could even enjoy the experience of those awful thoughts and feelings if I really know what they are. Like we go to a haunted house, it's fun, it scares the heck out of us, but we know why it's fun, because we don't take it seriously. If I thought it was serious, you'd go insane. Yes. But now you plunk down $10 to go do it,
Yes, that's right. The thoughts which once used to terrorize you and upset you, they lose their power over you. Yes. Yes.
Thank you.